what Michelle's talking about in terms of an operating agreement, think of that as like a governing document for how you and your partners are going to operate the business. Who gets to own it and in what percentage? How are decisions made for the company? Is there going to be a voting mechanism whereby, there's a certain number of votes, depending on how many members, that majority gets to decide how the company moves forward? What happens if and when the company eventually dissolves, right? Because no company lasts forever. They're kind of, well, some do. But they're mostly designed to serve a certain purpose for a certain period of time. And then there has to be an agreement as to how it's going to be dissolved. What if one of the partners wants to give their shares away or sell it or, give it back to the other members? Well, there's a process for that. Including a process for what if, God forbid, somebody in the business dies? What happens to their shares? Does it go to their spouse? Does it go back to the other partners? Well, all of that has to be in writing, and that's what we call an operating agreement for a limited liability company.
You have no idea how important that is. Okay. In a sense, that may be, no, that's not the most important. Copyright and trademark are the things that are going to affect you the most. But I worked for a company, which I will not name, that had 4 partners. And the employment agreement did not have anything about what happens if there's a tie on a business decision. 2-2, we were screwed, okay? 2 of the partners, let's just say they underperformed, and we'll leave it at that. There was nothing in the agreement that said how people could be ushered out the door. They eventually got paid a lot of money to leave. So make sure you get your paperwork